Don't you just love when your new Game Informer comes in the mail? What's up, guys? Darkest Raider. This video is based off my most anticipated games of 2012. Now, let's see. This is a pretty long list, so I'm not going to go too much in depth with the games. I'm just going to name them out, give my brief thoughts on them, and keep it moving. And I tried to order these games from my least anticipated to all the way up to my most anticipated. So yeah, it took me a lot of time to try to get this whole list organized and figured out. So the first game is Overstrike. And the reason that this game is my least anticipated is because the only reason I fall interested in it is because of the 4 different characters with their own personalities, and I've always been a sucker for a variety of personalities within a cast. So I still have yet to see a lot more from Overstrike. It is Insomniac's first multi-platform game, I believe. But yeah, next game is Prey 2. Prey 2 is actually a game that a lot of people seem that is really good, and I'm interested in the concept that you're a bounty hunter and you're hunting for aliens, I believe. But yeah, that's another one that I'm still gonna look up some more on. Next is Dust 514, and the reason why Dust 514 is so below the list is because really there's still so much we don't even know about that game. I am interested that it is compatible for PS3 and the Vita. Also, it's supposed to be an MMO, so I'm looking out for that as well. Next game is Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma is to me it was similar to what's that game? Dragon Age. It seemed pretty cool, not that bad. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it on the list though. Next game is the Darkness 2. Darkness 2. I'm playing right now. I'm working on the first Darkness right now. I just got it for Christmas. I'm gonna see how I feel about the first Darkness and look more on the Darkness 2. Next game, Inversion. Not first. It's a third-person shooter where you manipulate gravity. This to me doesn't really seem like a $60 deal. Seems interesting though. I'll probably get it pre-owned when I get the time. Next off is Grand Theft Auto 5. The reason why I couldn't put Grand Theft Auto 5 so high up on the list is because Grand Theft Auto 4, I mean, a lot of people thought it was really good. To me, it wasn't that great. It was good, but just not great. And from what I've experienced with Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 3, I don't even know if they're gonna just copy-paste it. I don't know. Still, we don't know a lot about Grand Theft Auto 5. Next off is Xenoblade Chronicles for the Nintendo Wii. Now, that game is a game that was supposed to be exclusive to Japan, but then a lot of Nintendo fanboys came up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call them fanboys, but a lot of Nintendo fans, they come up with this thing called Operation Rainfall, where they try to get these exclusive RPGs over to America, and now Nintendo finally budged, and now we're getting Xenoblade Chronicles. And I actually put my name on the petition to get it over here. So it really does seem like a fun game. I am gonna get it when it comes out. Next is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. Storm 2, I was bitterly disappointed. I did not like the lackluster of gameplay. I feel like the original Storm 1 had a lot more to offer than Storm 2. But I'm not going to get too much into that because then I'll be here all day. Next game is Starhawk. Starhawk, I was a big fan of Warhawk. I love Warhawk. Starhawk, it does bring something new to the table, being able to transform the jets into mechas. I'm just not too big on the whole drop buildings from the sky out of nowhere. To me, it doesn't make that much sense to me. But I am gonna give Starhawk a shot only because I was a big Warhawk fan. Next game after Starhawk, we have Soul Calibur 5. Soul Calibur 5, I'm not really that big on fighting games, but being that Soul Calibur 5 it's kind of like Brawl. You got these characters from different storylines. It looks really cool and I want to try it out. This is actually going to be my first Soul Calibur game. What's after? After Soul Calibur, we have Gravity Rush for the PlayStation Vita. Gravity Rush, it really like Inversion, you do manipulate gravity, except Gravity Rush is not a shooter. It's really an RPG instead. So you know, an RPG where you manipulate gravity, really can't go wrong with that. I mean, we'll see. After Gravity Rush is Bioshock Infinite. Bioshock Infinite, I'm not even. One thing I want to know is why they're calling it Bioshock Infinite. If somebody can leave me a comment and answer that question for me, I'll be so happy. And what's the big innovation from Bioshock 1 and 2? Innovation. Like, how's it going to be all different? All next after Bioshock Infinite is the Devil May Cry reboot. Devil May Cry, I still have to get on. Still got to work on the other Devil May Cries. They've actually announced the Devil May Cry HD collection, which I'm gonna get, and then I'm gonna try out this next new Devil May Cry. I've heard a complaint that in this reboot, Dante is younger yet more powerful, and that does not sit right with a lot of people who are a fan of the series. Cause like, how is it that he's his most powerful when he's young? Maybe the game will clear it up itself. After Devil May Cry is Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. Kid Icarus Uprising, now, I was really anticipated for that game, but now I'm hearing things like, oh, the game makes your hand cramp up. And Nintendo even went as far as to come out with a stand for the game, that you have to stand on your 3DS just so you can play it, and your hands will be comfortable. I don't know if this game will be worth buying. The game looks amazing. Looks like a really good game, but if the gameplay is that bad that it hurts your hands, I don't know. Next game is Uncharted Golden Abyss for the PlayStation Vita. Now I'm a fan of the Uncharted series, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. And now this Uncharted Golden Abyss, the story takes place before Uncharted 1, and I really am interested in seeing that. Next off is Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3, this RPG, I heard they're going to do this thing where you actually got to choose between an RPG mode, an action mode, and a story mode. And basically, they implemented this action mode for newcomers, so that if you don't really like RPGs, the action takes out all the RPG stuff, you're just blowing stuff up and whatnot. Next game is Sly Cooper 4. Just downloaded the first Sly Cooper on my PS3. After that, I'm going to get Sly 2, then Sly 3, and then on to Sly 4. Next game is The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, I really hope they do this game right. Mainly like how they did Batman Arkham City. It's a free roam, open world environment, and just think about it. The same way you were Batman, gliding everywhere, you could be Spider-Man, web slinging everywhere. I know that the PS2 have already done this, but just thinking about how much better the PS3 can do it. I know this game is like based off the movie that's coming out pretty soon, but I really hope they do it right. Put some side missions with a main story, all that. Alright, so yeah, you know, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm going farther along the list, meaning I'm getting to the big games, which are my most anticipated. So after The Amazing Spider-Man is Prototype 2. I played the first Prototype. It was good. I mean, it was a real fun game. I mean, you playing it, as you get through it, you're getting all these new powers. I mean, for me, it was a little slowish at the beginning. I mean, of course, like most video games nowadays, you don't get to the good stuff till you get to the end of the game. But I really want to know how they're going to innovate Prototype 2 and how much they're going to make it different from the first one, and if they're going to like fix all the mistakes, such as give it a better story, a story we actually care about, you know. Next game is Last of Us, made by Naughty Dog, which as we all know, the same makers from Uncharted. Now, the thing about Last of Us is there was this scene in Uncharted 1, Drake's Fortune, which is really similar to The Last of Us, where we have Drake trying to escape from these hordes of zombies. That was a real fun sequence for me. I don't think Naughty Dog will go wrong with Last of Us. Next off is Transformers Fall of Cybertron. I played War for Cybertron. Real fun. I mean, multiplayer was great. But I think they said they were going to take the multiplayer off of Fall of Cybertron. From what I've read in some of my past Game Informers, they're actually going to enhance the gameplay. So I really am interested. I actually saw some of the pics. Graphics look kind of sexy. Next game after that is Asura's Wrath. Asura's Wrath. Oh my god. My friend downloaded that demo and now he's hyping it up saying that one demo is better than the entire God of War 3 game. I would download the demo myself, but here's the thing with me. I don't really like to play demos. It's kind of like how I don't really like to research games. Because for me, when you research a game a lot, it really takes the experience out of the game. It takes the thrill out of the game when you actually get the game. So I try to refrain from researching games and playing demos and such things like that. After that is Hitman Absolute. Hitman Absolute, I did see a trailer on IGN and I really liked what I saw. I mean, I really do like games that make me feel like a secret agent, and Hitman Absolute does just that. After Hitman Absolute is Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3, great gameplay. I really want to see how they're gonna work with the multiplayer, because from what I've experienced, games who add multiplayer to a franchise that has never had multiplayer before, they don't do that well. Prime example would probably be Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. They put multiplayer on that and there wasn't that much innovation to the game. After Max Payne 3 is Ninja Gaiden 3. Ninja Gaiden 3, I saw it, previews, looks great, real flashy, just like Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, I believe. Really can't wait to get that game. After that is Metal Gear Rising. I saw the trailer at the Video Game Awards, and I said this before, the Video Game Awards is way better than E3. The Video Game Awards actually announce games that we don't know about already. So can't wait to learn some more about Metal Gear Rising. And I know that finally the last game, my most anticipated, and it's actually coming out pretty soon, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. I love it. Graphics look sexy. They say the combat is nice and fluid. I do have Skyrim. What sets Reckoning apart from Skyrim is probably the fact that Skyrim focuses more on vastness, while Reckoning focuses more on gameplay. From what I've seen, pretty much everything Skyrim does, Reckoning does it better, with being a thief, being a magician, being a swordsman. I really can't wait till the game comes out. Really want to play it. It's my most anticipated game in 2012. Alright, that's it for this list. Guys, I'm fully aware that some of these games aren't even set till 2013, but it's alright. Like you guys just saw, Game Informer came in the mail. I was disappointed in this issue, because when the Game Informer comes out, I look at the previews to see what new games I can add to my list, and I really didn't see anything that was that appealing to me. This game, Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, page 81 for any of you guys who have the Game Informer. I might look some more into that. But yeah, those are my most anticipated games of 2012. If you like my vid, my thoughts and opinions, feel free to subscribe. Catch you guys later.